Thanks to all of you tuning in, especially to our subscribers. You can continue watching unsubscribed, or you can hit that subscribe button now. It's entirely free and you won't miss an episode. Let's get to today's recipe. Today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious bar snack, potato donuts. It's perfect for the festive season. I'm going to start by making my dough, and in my mixing bowl I have 300 grams of strong white bread flour. And into that I'm going to put 2.5 teaspoons of dried fast-acting yeast, a teaspoon of caster sugar. I've got 3 tablespoons of corn oil and 1 tablespoon of warm water. I'm going to put 100 grams of mashed potato, and it's still warm, and that's going to go in just like that. I've got 150 ml of warmed unsweetened plant milk. I've got oat milk here, and you want that to be warm. You want a warm mixture to activate the yeast. The last thing I'm going to add is 3/4 teaspoon of salt. You always want to put that in right at the end. Using the dough hook attachment, I'm going to put that on a medium speed, and I'm going to let it go for about 10 minutes. As the dough mixes, it will start to look like breadcrumbs. Don't worry, it will come together nicely and you'll have a warm, silky smooth elastic dough by the end. Just give it time. It's been about 10 minutes and I've got a beautiful, silky, smooth elastic dough, and it's warm to the touch. I'm just going to release the dough from the hook. It's not too sticky, a little sticky. And then with my dough scraper, I'm just going to get underneath it. That's beautiful. Quite sticky, but you can actually handle it. So I'm going to put a drizzle of olive oil on the bottom just so it doesn't stick, and put that in there. And I'm going to cover it up and keep it away from drafts for about an hour. The dough will have doubled in size and it will be really beautiful and light, you'll see. So it's been about an hour and my dough has risen. I'm going to lightly flour my board, just lightly like so. And using my dough scraper, I'm just going to release it from the bottom, dump it out, just a tiny bit on top. And it feels warm to the touch. So I'm going to divide it into 4, like so. And then I'm just going to, with my hands, I'm just going to roughly move it into rounds. I'm going to cover these for about 20 minutes more, and then it will be time to fry. Whilst my dough is carrying on proving, I'm going to heat my oil. I've got sunflower oil and I want it to be 175 degrees Celsius, so I've just got a temperature probe there. Make sure that when you fill your pan, it's no more than 1/3 of the way up the size of the pan, because when you start frying, the level's going to rise, and you want to be very, very careful, because obviously using boiling oil can be quite dangerous. So I'm going to press it out, just pull it out into a sort of rough circle. I want about 8 inches in diameter, but it's not an exercise in perfection. I'm going to take my rolling pin. You want an even thickness, however wonky your circle is. I'm going to fry them one at a time, 2 minutes on each side. I'm going to use a ladle to baste while they're cooking. I've got plenty of paper towel here, and I'm going to drain them well, immediately rubbing them with a clove of raw garlic and plenty of sea salt. Lashings of garlic. Beautiful, dark golden brown. They smell irresistible. Your beautiful potato donuts. They are best enjoyed straight away, but if you're pushed for time, you could pre-fry them and in a very hot oven reheat them. They may lose a little bit of their crispiness, but they're still going to be absolutely delicious, and your guests will be absolutely blown away. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of What on Earth to Eat Now. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss an episode, don't forget to hit that bell icon, and I'll see you again next week for another episode of What on Earth to Eat Now. They're delicious, eaten just with the garlic and the salt. If you want something extra, we've got a simple carrot slaw here, and that sort of zinginess cuts through. Look into that lovely inside, light and crispy.